You know what I want to talk about since we've all seen it now? Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh,
Okay, now we're finally all seeing
Well,
something
we-
together.
we- we-
all three of us
yeah.
have seen something. Okay.
Cody, hear me out. I saw it again.
Whoa!
Yeah.
In theaters, you saw it again. Wow.
Because I saw it myself by myself the first time, and then Laura.
Oh, so you got Laura to go.
Yeah,
And
and,
she
her
had
friend
to
from
love it,
Jersey who has
probably,
never
right?
seen a movie in real life. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
This talking
she's actually
picture.
Asian people.
Couldn't understand. Yeah.
No,
okay.
but I was like gushing about the movie. I was like, it's so cool. It's so great.
Yeah.
And Laura's like, I really want to see it. I really want to see it. And then like Thursday or whatever, she's like, all right, let's go see it. I was like, okay, let's go see it again. And we saw it and it was great again. I liked it the second time.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Like more the
This
second
one,
time.
it really unlocks the second time.
Okay.
And then the third time is just like.
Oh, you said- how many
enjoy
times
it.
you see
I've
it?
seen it 3 times.
Okay.
Oh,
The third
man.
time what? You came?
Yeah.
Is that what happens
The
for
third
everybody?
one was the most emotional watch because, like, usually that's what, like, first watches are just like expectations, getting them out of the way. Second ones are like understanding the character arcs
Yeah.
more. And then third one, I just key into the emotions
Just
of
enjoyed
everything.
it.
You're just
Yeah,
looking
just
for
like-
reasons to cry.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
the
Like
fir-
Doctor Strange, too. But
Don't get ahead of yourself, or Alex.
sorry.
We're still talking about everything.
Sorry.
No,
Not everything goes back to the MCU, Alex.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, but yeah, the first time I saw it, I was like, I'm trying to get on board, but I'm like, my expectations are high, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to follow all that stuff. Once I got it out of the way, the second time I was like, I can just sit back and enjoy it. I know where the story's going, but I can enjoy the hell out of it, and I enjoyed it a lot more the second time. Let's spoil it because we haven't yet.
it's been like
Oh,
2 months since it came out.
Okay.
But
we
people are
doing
still
that?
watching it. People,
True.
Are you guys cool? I mean, what? Okay. Okay.
Let's spoil.
Okay.
We're gonna spoil. What time is it right now?
It is 7:55.
7:50. Oh shit! It's almost 8 o'clock. All right,
Yeah.
it's 7:55. We're gonna spoil everything everywhere all at once, just for like 10 minutes or so, and we'll bring it back.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about Mission Impossible.
Yeah. Don't close out of the tab. Just hit that mute button.
Yeah, just mute it, and then we'll,
uh-huh.
we'll like wave frantically,
Yeah.
or just do it when we're back to normal.
Yeah, okay.
So everything everywhere all at once.
Okay. There's some spoilers on your mind that you want to talk about. Okay.
Well, I like because when we were talking about with Christian, I didn't want to spoil like what the movie's about, like
Yeah.
the core like theme, because it's a crazy gigantic movie, but it's about such a small thing.
Personal, yeah.
Yeah, just a mom and her daughter, and like generational things of like she got ostracized from her family, and now the daughter's trying to leave, and the grandpa's like just let her go. But like all the anxieties and fears that the mom has, she's projecting onto her daughter, and her daughter's like, open your mind, like literally open your mind and just like listen to me as a child,
Yeah.
and just see what I see. And that's what I enjoy because so like once the movie knows it's like that thing, it can just go bonkers with the rest of it.
Yeah.
And that's what I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
That and like it's also about like depression too.
Yeah.
It's about like
darkness.
how to like get over it without dismissing it outright. The whole thing, like how the daughter's saying nothing matters, and then like in the end, that's kind of what the mom says as well, but flipped. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she almost went to the dark side of like.
Yeah, but it's like it's a good thing that nothing matters because
you and-
now we're all together
Yeah.
and we can just say fuck it, enjoy the time that we have. Basically.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Just like enjoy, like literally, there's rocks on the.
Oh yeah, that was great.
And
That
that whole
scene.
sequence was
Yeah.
fantastic.
There's rocks
Yeah.
saying like we're just rocks. Nothing matters. Every new discovery, we feel even smaller.
Yeah.
So like nothing really matters. Just enjoy the time we have together.
Yeah.
And it took a while for the mom to appreciate that, and the daughter had to, I don't know, I guess show her.
Yeah.
And show like the love between the mom and the dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the line with the dad saying like, you fight in your way, I fight my way. Some people call it being naive, but that's just how I handle things in real life. And that was really sweet. And bawling my eyes out.
Get emotional just even talking about it, and you recite it so perfectly.
Yeah,
Oh
Alex,
my
your
God.
thoughts. You're just speechless right now.
Yeah, it's after the second watch, it made my list of perfect movies.
Perfect.
It's just like every single thing about this like is necessary and like doesn't feel too much, like and also like just the performances are so freaking amazing.
Yeah,
Apparently,
Michelle,
I read that it was supposed to be Awkwafina.
Yeah, because
As a
after
daughter.
Crazy Rich Asians,
Oh
Yeah.
really?
like because Michelle Yeoh's in Crazy Rich Asians, so they're like, oh yeah, Aquafina. But like that would have like changed it
Yeah,
dramatically. Yeah,
luckily, well, yeah. I mean, she's great, but luckily,
Yeah.
she
The
brings
movie
a
we got
different
was
vibe.
incredible. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just like so amazed that this is like it's a relatively simple concept, but then just the way they execute it is so amazing.
Yeah.
I noticed that with Men this weekend also. It's like,
Oh,
you know, just a...
Don't get ahead of yourself again.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm just like drawing
And then I saw
parallels.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, every time.
We're
Stick
talking
to
about
the-
Marvel, right? That's what
Stick
we
to
have
the
to talk
goddamn
about.
movie we're talking
We
about.
have to talk about Marvel.
Now, what did you notice with Men? I hear Men's wild.
Yeah.
There's some crazy stuff that happens, but we're not spoiling Men.
Yeah,
we're not
but
getting-
I
we're not
like.
getting-
I will say I like Men.
Okay. You like Men.
I like.
That's good. Being very inclusive. You pop in the
I didn't mean
mic
to
because of
blow
your
your
love.
board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to everything everywhere, all at once.
Yeah, just the
Favorite scenes, favorite sequences.
The
favorite...
Raccoonie definitely is incredible.
Oh yeah.
Raccoonie.
Yeah.
Raccoonie.
Yeah. That was funny. Yeah.
Just like they
Made no sense.
Yeah.
they randomly just like throw that line away, and then it shows up in this whole like major sequence.
Yeah.
Like that is actually kind of weirdly emotional.
Yeah.
Where he's the one piloting her, and it's just like, oh, this is
Oh, yeah. Well, that was another like redemptive arc for her. So,
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna get on top of you,
Yeah.
and we're
Yeah.
gonna go find Raccoonie.
I forgot
don't know.
the name. Yeah.
But yeah, that was another. Like, yeah, everything just hit with the emotion.
Yeah.
And then, so the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, they're wrapping up literally everybody.
Yeah.
Like when she's fighting everybody to get to the black hole at the end, they're wrapping up everyone's kind of desires and
Yeah.
fears and all that stuff. But the second time, I was like, yeah, it's good. It's necessary. Like, go with it.
Yeah.
People have their thing. As long as they're happy, they're not fighting.
Yeah.
It was kind of what I took away from it.
Yeah.
One of the biggest emotional punches for me was like when they're at the black hole, when the grandfather like grabs her and saves her. I was like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
just something
Yeah.
about that just like
Yeah, when
So beautiful.
the camera like pulls back and like you see
shows
the
all-
grandpa in the, like
yeah.
his like Tron gear
Yeah.
or whatever, and like literally like holding the mom back, and that's another thing too. So like literally like just the grandpa accepting his daughter and like holding her back from going into the
Yeah.
darkness, the everything bagel,
Yeah.
but literally like so the mom was afraid that the grandpa was going to find out that the daughter has a girlfriend. So the mom was like, "Oh, it's her friend."
yeah.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the movie, when the mom's like, "It's her girlfriend," the grandpa's like, "Girlfriend," like
Yeah,
he was
he's
accepting,
understanding.
yeah. But it's the mom's fears of
Yeah.
like, "Oh, like we're gonna piss off grandpa, like he's gonna die, or whatever," like literally.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like the mom's fears and anxieties that she's projecting still when the grandpa's like, "I'm fine," like
Yeah.
yeah.
Would have accepted it anyway.
Yeah, like I'm 90, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what am I gonna like hold a grudge forever?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like that was really heartwarming to see too.
All right, let's get away from the heartwarming stuff, guys. Let's talk about the fight scene where the guy's trying to jump on
The dildo.
Right on
Ended up
the
Or the butt plug.
the butt plug.
So beautifully done, just from a suspense perspective.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's,
With
it's arguably
'Cause
like
they-
the biggest stakes of the movie up until that point.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, he's gonna do it. It's
but literally
so
like
great.
breaking the fourth wall, like
Yeah.
having a blurred dick. like just like why not? Like, he didn't have to not have pants on. The other guy had pants on.
Yeah. No, that one it was essential that he didn't. He had to be completely
But
nude in that
like
moment. Yeah.
flying V right into the butt plug just to get his thing going.
Yep.
That was great. But it was also set up in the beginning with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, it's like
She's like, you don't get one of these.
Yeah. Yeah.
Her IRS audit
Yeah.
trophies were butt plugs.
and the fact that most of the movie takes place in that building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, I just think that's so impressive that they, confined it mostly to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think of
Very-
that. It's kind of all in the IRS. But
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And
Yeah.
some kind of set pieces around, like not really exteriors. Like there'll be like
it's
in the
like the
van
Yeah.
somewhere. Oh yeah, the laundromat
Yeah.
too is. But yeah, like all just kind of like few setups.
Yeah.
But they did so much, and the editing is insane.
Yeah, just like
The-
the little moments like when they like toward the end they'll do like 200 shots in like 2 seconds
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
through all the different like just little things like that I appreciate so much. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, the amount of care that went into this for the 2-second fucking montage. Like, jeez.
Apparently they snuck in because this was kind of shot or had at least pre-pro over Zoom. So they have a screenshot of them on Zoom like pop into one of the like the montages, and I caught it the second time.
did?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, there's the Zoom windows on the right. Like it was really fast.
Yeah.
So but yeah, like cool stuff like that. I was just like, these guys are amazing filmmakers.
Yeah.
I'll watch. I bought Swiss Army Man.
I was about to say, did you ever watch it?
I haven't seen it
You
yet.
got it. You
I
got
just
it, right?
bought it.
Okay,
but
right.
it's been a busy weekend. I saw
Yeah,
Hades
of
Town.
course. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Get out
saw
in the world.
Mark Ellis at the Comedy Store,
Yeah.
and I saw Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
Anything else you have to spoil or any other words? I mean,
There's a great pulling the rug out moment where it was emotional.
yeah.
When it was one of the first times she goes into another universe or whatever, and she comes back and like it's thing like viewing her alternate history with her husband and all that, and it's gonna be like if they broke up.
Yeah.
That was the thing, and she's like, it's built up to this super emotional moment. She's like, and I was so happy, and I was like, you fuckers, because I was legit getting emotional during that time, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
But then
the
she
whole-
turns it. She's like,
Yeah.
I want to go back.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that
Doubling
version
down
better.
on that.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Oh no, she said like,
love that.
I want to go back to tell him how happy I would have been.
Yeah.
Oh, her timing was great too.
Yeah.
About like all her jokes. What were you gonna say, Alex?
I love all the Wong Kar-wai homages. Have you seen In the Mood
Sure.
for Love?
Yeah.
Is that
Okay.
is that like the
He's a
when she's
Hong
like
Kong filmmaker. Like it's the really romantic one with a very like slow or
the fast
the blurred,
background?
Yeah,
the
yeah.
blurred- okay, when she's a kung fu.
When she's
artist.
She's the movie star?
Movie star.
Movie star,
Yes.
yeah.
It's just perfect homage to
Yeah.
those movies, and I had just watched those recently for because another podcast I was listening to had did a whole run of it of that director, and I was just like, oh, this is so perfect. And Ki Hui Kwan is just like the perfect.
Is that the dad?
Yeah, he's the
Yeah.
dad, the short round.
Yeah.
He is like the perfect like Wong Kar-wai like actor, and he needs to be in more things. I'm so glad he came back for this.
He looks so cool
He
in
looks
those
so
movies.
good.
But then he plays the nerd like like,
Yeah.
he's like with the
He
high pitched
switches
voice
so easily.
Yeah,
Like,
just from the
man.
like in the elevator when he just goes woof.
Yeah.
And then he switches on to like cool like
Yeah.
like martial artist guy. But then he goes back to being
Yeah.
not Alpha Waymond. And he's like,
Yeah.
oh, this is so heavy.
I'm
was
thinking
so
of
good,
taking
his
my
performance.
parents to see it
Oh.
just because it is that special to me, and I want it to be special to them just because, like I took them to see Crazy Rich Asians.
Great movie.
What else have I taken them to? I take
Doctor
them,
Strange, of course.
Strange.
Yeah,
We'll
get
get
back to
to
get back to
that.
Marvel. Come on.
various movies that I just think are very special to me. Moonlight, I watched with them, and Arrival. Just because like I want them to hopefully love it as much as I do and like discuss those themes with them.
Do you think they'll understand it? Because I don't know if my like
That's what I'm a little.
I would hope like
scared
my parents
of.
could like watch it and understand, but they'll be like, this is too weird for me.
Yeah.
But then again, that's just me being what's her name?
it's your
Michelle
fears and
Yeoh.
anxiety. So
Yeah.
you just got to
Oh,
try
yeah.
it, and they'll be like, I
Just
love
get
that.
it.
Why were you
Yeah,
so
yeah, why
scared?
are you
so
scared of
scared to
that?
tell me? And we appreciated it.
One last
Interesting.
thing, real quick. I brought it up briefly last week, but when it ended, in quotes,
Yeah.
did people in your theater actually think it was over?
No.
Because
No.
I had applauses, even though narratively it didn't make sense
Yeah.
to end it there at all. It'd been a horrible
No.
downer. But
was
they
like
were
an hour
They were
in.
like,
Yeah.
Okay, and they
No.
started like applauding.
That's
and I
that
was
San
like,
Dimas crowd you're hanging out
yeah,
with.
they don't know movies.
The Burbank
too well.
crowd or
Yeah.
Glendale crowd.
Yeah.
No, they were just like, what?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
It's a great film, guys.
great movie.
I'm
I was
glad we're
trying to
talking
see
about it.
if
Yeah.
anybody else in the chat had anything to say.
No one's mentioning anything
Oh,
about it.
I will say I am.
Yes, they are. Bobby said
Saying
they made you
WKW.
care about a universe with hot dog fingers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hot dog stuff was hilarious.
Playing
Yeah.
the piano with the feet.
Yeah.
Oh, and I love Jamie Lee Curtis. Like
Jamie Lee Curtis-
anything with Claire de Lune, the dun, dun, like it's basically it's a Debussy piece. Have you seen Ocean's 11? You know the Bellagio fountain
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
end. It's that song that plays there.
Oh.
My brother played that when I was growing up, and so like that was like
Oh, so it hits you.
that hits me like
Oh
gets
my
me
God.
emotional.
How many times
automatically.
did you cry during the movie?
That's a good question.
There's so many trigger points. I haven't seen it in like a month and a half, so I have to rewatch it and like remember every single moment. But it is it's very triggering for me. And like even the playing with the feet, I'm laughing while I'm crying because it is Claire de Lune. It's just such a special like it's so weird. It's so absurd, but yet it gets crazy,
Beautifully
emotional.
absurd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then the very end where the mom is talking to her daughter with the dad in the background, and they're just getting through, just explaining everything that's going on in a small scene.
Yeah.
It's just them acting and talking.
Yeah.
But the stakes are so high.
Yeah. That just wrecked me.
I think
Yeah.
there have been 3 times I was getting emotional, and I
Yeah.
saw it alone. I'm like, what? In a sold out show, and I'm over here being like, oh my
yeah,
goodness.
no, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that got me.
Is that it?
But
Is that all we have to say
I
about
will
that
say,
film?
I think I'm betting on this getting a best original screenplay
Yeah.
Winning.
nomination.
I would hope
I don't
it'd
think win.
You don't
but
think it'll win? I think So I don't know if it'll get like Best Picture because the Academy voters are too like old and don't understand. I don't know. Maybe that's
Yeah.
my fears and anxieties.
They're like Scorsese
Yeah.
during Eminem performing or something. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
I
think-
what is this?
Like what the hell's going? Like why do people
Yeah.
love this movie?
Yeah, I think Academy members will like this one more because it isn't Marvel.
Okay,
Ooh, shots fired.
but it's
Bring
still
it back.
the
though.
multiverse.
Yeah.
And they'll realize it's inventive,
Yeah.
especially because I think the nominations are by the guilds themselves.
Oh.
So the producers nominate,
Oh.
Best Picture, directors nominate, Best Directors, etc.
Oh.
And then the whole body
Votes on
votes
everything.
on those narrowed.
Interesting.
The 5
Oh,
or
I
10.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how it works.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I'm
I'm hoping-
hoping. But it also came out like what in February?
In March. So, I mean, they can still push. A24 doesn't.
Yeah.
They have like 1 or 2 other things. I think their Aronofsky movie's coming out later this year.
He's got
So
another-
I
he's
was
got
just
another
wondering
joint.
because his last one was Mother, right?
I'm
Yeah.
excited for his next.
Yeah,
joint.
I totally. I was like, when I looked him up the other day. I was like, when is the next
What's
fucking
he-
movie coming
well,
out?
he's doing
yeah.
all that Will Smith National Geographic
right.
stuff, wasn't
Yeah, he was doing that Disney show.
he? Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was directed by him.
Welcome to Earth.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if he did direct it or produce it. I don't know.
I thought he directed. I thought so.
I know he was involved. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that. But yeah,
Interesting. Yeah, hopefully, like this gets. I mean, it's still out in theaters, and it was still a packed theater for me.
yeah.
For Everything Everywhere.
yeah,
I don't know if they'll do like a fall push
I
later
think they
on.
will.
Hopefully. I mean, it's great.
I had the chance to see it in IMAX, and that is just an amazing. Like the one time I did see it in regular theaters, it just didn't hit as well for me,
Oh,
just because
snap.
those experiences of IMAX was just like so overwhelming.
Yeah.
The sound especially made a huge difference,
Okay.
and just seeing the aspect ratio changes. And
Yeah.
like
It still did that in the regular theater.
It did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.